Hello? Can you see me? Hello guys, and welcome to this video where I will talk about experiences, opinions about being an exchange student in America. Now, there's a lot of challenges about being an exchange student, and I will try to cover some of them here. But there's a lot more, and I think it depends where you are, who you are, and what country you're in. It all depends on what challenges you will get. But I will just talk about some of the common one, I think, and some of the one I've experienced. Alright, so my name is Sivert. I am from southern Norway. I'm 17 years old, and I'm currently living in Illinois, in northern Illinois, on the border to Wisconsin. I live in a really small town. There's about 370 people in it, and the high school I go to has 300 people, including the first to 8th grade. 9 through 12 is about 100 students. So there's about 100 students in a high school. It's a really small school. I applied for the Explore Youth Exchange program in around Easter, I think. Yeah, around Easter. It took about 2 weeks for me to get accepted. I was so early, so barely anyone had applied yet. And after that I went through the application process, and it took me about a half a year after the winter in 2013. After that I just had to wait, basically, just send in my grades and wait. So after that it took about 7 months. In late August, really late, I got my family here. I'm really happy with them. And 3 days after I got called by my exchange program, I left for America. So that's where I am now. So the first thing about being an exchange student is the first few weeks in your country. They're most fun, basically. Everything is new and there's a lot of new people, and everything is incredible. After those first weeks though, everything is starting to get used to it, that it's not really fun anymore. Like, it took me 2 weeks for me to hate school again. Like, the first 2 weeks was like, because it was foreign, basically, I got treated like a king by the teachers. I still do, but I didn't have to do homework because I was settling in, and I didn't need to do good on my test, because if I did bad they would just cancel them and say that you haven't learned it yet because you came so late in the school year. Because I came like 2 weeks after school actually started. But after those first weeks, of course, everything started to kind of decay. Everything wasn't so fun anymore. And what I experienced first was that people in America are not like people in Norway. And that's obvious, of course, because they're Americans. It wasn't like that I believed that they were the same as us, but I think that everyone unconsciously believed that Americans have kind of the same social structure, I guess, as Norwegians, or wherever you're from. And that's not true at all, because people started to get uninteresting for me, I started to get uninteresting for them, and I just stopped being with them, basically. And I think that's a big challenge for a lot of exchange students, because they don't really find friends to hang out with all the time like we have in our original country, or the country we're from, because people are not the same here. Now, of course, I do have a lot of friends that I can hang out with, like at school and all that, but I don't really care about hanging out with them after school. And I think there's a lot of exchange students that has the same problem. Now, we do have sports in America. Sports is a big thing. Like right now I do basketball from 3 to 6 p.m. every single p.m. Yeah, I'm still not used to AM and PM. So 3 to 6 p.m. every single day, every single school day. And I think that's a good way to socialize with other people. But even though I do a lot of sports, I don't really have a lot of interest in other people. There's some people, of course, that are really nice and all that, but people are weird. People are different here. And I think that's a lot. That's the problem a lot of exchange students has. Right now I will talk a little bit about what I don't necessarily like about America. The first thing is probably the people. That came out a bit wrong, because I love the people here. People are amazing here. But at the same time, people are different here. I just want people to understand that people are not the same in America. Especially if you go to a small school, you will have a less chance to find someone with similar interests that you have. So it's kind of hard to find good friends. As I said, I love the people here. I don't want it to come out wrong, but I kind of expected something else, like unconsciously. So I think that's one of the things I don't like about America. I'm sorry about that. Number 2, people drive everywhere in America. For some people that's a good thing, but for me I don't like it. Like, I'm used to walk to school every single day, even if it's like snowing a lot. Like, they cancel school if it's... I have no problems with cancel school. I love it. But people don't walk here. Now for me, of course, I live far from the school, so I can't really walk to the school, but I wish that people would take more initiative and actually do some exercise outside of sports. Number 3, the food. Oh my god, the food is horrible in America. It is so bad. The bread especially, the bread is horrible in America. Like, I can't stress enough how much I miss Norwegian good Norwegian bread. I had to say Norwegian 3 times because it's so bad. People like American food. When people think about American food, they will think about like fast food, candy, all that. Like, it's good, but if you eat it every single day, 24/7, I don't eat it 24/7, don't worry about it. I hope no one eats fast food for 24 hours, 7 days a week. But people eat it all the time here. Like, to lunch, they buy candy, donut. Dinner often consists of fast food. Basically, there's a lot of bad food here. Not bad, but unhealthy food here. And I'm a big fan of healthy food. And it's kind of hard to find healthy food in America without it being ridiculously expensive. Number 4, how people dress. People dress bad in America, especially where I'm from. I'm not sure about America as a whole country, but in Illinois, Wisconsin, I guess people dress like rednecks, kinda. Rednecks. And people dress kinda like country style. Now, I don't have a problem with that, but they don't seem to take any initiative by dressing properly, basically. So, when I came here, I had to change my whole wardrobe, I guess, because I don't really have a big wardrobe, but I had to buy a lot of new clothes because I didn't really fit in, because I actually dressed kinda nice. Well, I like to say that I dressed kinda nice, but I had to start... I never wore sweatpants in my entire life. I started to wear them now, of course, because they're really comfortable. Jesus, I love sweatpants now. That's one thing I love. But like, I never wore sweatshirts. I never wore... People dress differently here, so I had to like change to become one of them. Alright, so now about the things I love about America, or like about America. Number 1, Walmart. Oh my god, I love Walmart. Walmart is probably my favorite place on the entire earth. They have everything at Walmart. You can go in and buy like, I don't know, what can you buy at Walmart? You can buy anything at Walmart. I can't really think of anything. Okay, you can buy a SpongeBob pillow. You can actually buy a SpongeBob pillow. It's amazing. You can buy anything at Walmart. Another thing, I love Amazon. Amazon is probably my favorite store on the internet now. You can't really use Amazon in Norway because the shipping is really expensive, so you'll be much better off just buying it in a store. However, in America, I find so many deals on Amazon, and I find it so incredible that it will take 2 days basically to send the items to you. So I can just buy it and then I get it within 2 days or something, and it's incredible. Number 2, sports. Now, I'm a big sport enthusiast. I personally play American football. I play for a U19 team in Norway, which is from the age group from 17 to 19, I believe. Of course, it's so much bigger in America. American football it's my favorite sport. I do actually have a Vernon Davis 49ers jersey right next to me here. Fortunately, they lost to the Seahawks. They're a better team, so. Well, you also have basketball and all that. And I love the way that schools make sports so accessible for everyone, because it's not really expensive like it is in Norway, because in Norway you have to pay a lot of fees to the clubs and all that, because you don't have school teams in Norway. The school spirit and the spirit for the teams are so huge here, so it's just really fun. Like, sport is a big thing for Norwegian families. I'm sorry if my camera position changed now, because I had to recharge the camera, so I'm sorry. Number 3, the price. Now, it isn't really cheap for Americans, and I'm not sure if America is considered a cheap country, because in Norway you have a much higher salary than America. Of course, everything costs a lot more in Norway, so it doesn't really care. No, it doesn't really matter in Norway. But in America, I find everything to be really cheap. Like, I can go to a store and buy a 24-pack of Mountain Dew, which is a soda, by the way, for like $8 at Walmart, by the way, at Walmart. It's amazing. I love it. I love the price here. Number 4, the fact that it is America. Now, this might seem weird, but the thing I mean by it is that everything starts in America. Like, music, movies, all of that. It's released first in America because it was made in America. Mostly, I don't know. It's probably some Japanese product and all that, but everything starts here. The culture in America affects the whole world, and it's fun to see how it all started, kinda, and how we get influenced by it. I just love the fact that everything comes out in America first, and that there's always, like, if you want something, you can always find it. I can go to an online store, I can go to a store, it's always there. And that's the thing I love about America. Alright guys, that was my, like, inside of the mind of an exchange student, inside of my mind. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.